Good morning. Every day lately brings something new. If it's not a volcano, it's an earthquake. If it's not an earthquake, it's a pandemic. If it's not the pandemic, it's rioting and looting. Things keep changing every day. I'm a pretty flexible person and I can adjust pretty well to changing circumstances, but I've found that even steady old me lately has longed for just one normal day, a day when nothing unexpected happens. That kind of seems like a thing of the past right now. But I want to encourage you today. So, I want to share with you something that brought a smile to my face the other day while I was helping my daughter, Faith, with algebra. Smiling while doing algebra, you say? I did. You won't believe it. In fact, I got so excited that I let out a little whoop. I'm not a great mathematician, but I will do my best to explain this right. Okay, Faith was learning a new concept in algebra, and it was explaining to her how certain variables in math are related directly or inversely to each other. Now, without boring you to death with that whole math lesson we learned that day, I'm just going to teach you the important lesson I was reminded of. I think I taught it to Faith, and I hopefully will relay it to you today. While trying to explain what it meant for a number to relate directly or inversely to another number, I asked Faith, so, Faith, what is the constant in this formula? Yeah, that's the look I got. She goes, Ma, I don't remember what a constant is. Faith and algebra, they just don't get along. All right, so I figured in order for Faith to understand this lesson, she first has to understand what a constant is. So we looked at the formula. It was the formula for the perimeter of a square, P equals 4S. So I told her to look for the number that is the same every time you work the problem. I said, okay, Faith, look at these problems. Is the perimeter the same in every problem? No, she said it changes. Okay. All right, are the measurements for the sides of the square the same in every problem? No, she said, they're different every problem. Okay, so then I said, how about the number of sides in a square? Is that the same in every problem? Yeah, she said. And I said, so how many sides does a square have? And she said, 4. I said, does that ever change, Faith? No, she said, a square always has 4 sides. That's the constant, she excitedly said. You know, it was like a light bulb went off in her head. And I said, that's right. The constant in is any number in a formula that is always the same. It never changes. No matter what other numbers you put in the formula for those variables, the constant never changes. And then I got a big smile on my face, and that's when I let out that little woo. I said, Faith, just think of Jesus when you need to remember what a constant is. Jesus is the constant in the formula of our life. He is the one that never changes. No matter what else happens in our life, no matter what we put in or take out, Jesus will never change. So I want to share with you today what the Bible says about our constant, the one thing in our life that never has changed and never will. Malachi 3:6 says, for I am the Lord, I change not. Psalm 102, verse 24 through 27. Of old hast thou laid the foundation of the earth, and the heavens are the work of thy hands. They shall perish, but thou shalt endure. Yea, all of them shall wax old like a garment. As a vesture shalt thou change them, and they shall be changed. But thou art the same, and thy years shall have no end. Hebrews 13:8. Jesus Christ, the same yesterday and today and forever. In these ever-changing days, could you use a little consistency? One thing in your life that you feel you could depend on? One thing that you know will be the same every day when you wake up? Could you use a constant in your life? Well, praise be to God, we have one. Jesus is the same today as he was yesterday. He will be the same tomorrow as he was today. He still is kind. He still loves us no matter what we did yesterday or the day before that. His mercies are new every morning. He is faithful. He was with his followers during their toughest times, and he is with us today during our toughest times. He walked with his disciples and he taught them, and he still longs to walk with us each day and teach us through his word. He is there. But we have variables in our life, just like those formulas had variables. Variables are those numbers that can change in every problem. And likewise, in our lives, we face things that can change every day. our home, our job, our children, our husband, our family. Those things can come and go. So let me encourage you to stop focusing on those variables in your life. They will keep changing. That's what variables do. Instead, focus on that one, that constant in your life. He never changes. He is always the same. I love that hymn we sing in church. Yesterday, today, forever, Jesus is the same. All may change, but Jesus never. Glory to his name. Glory to his name. Glory to his name. All may change, but Jesus never. Glory to his name. Jesus, you can depend on him. He's always there, and he will never change. He is our constant.